You want to run an OpenClaw and start making money with your agent, automating your workflows, and interacting with agentic applications. It's 2026. So this is an incredible fork of OpenClaw named Starkbot. It's extremely easy to set up. You don't have to know any coding or any Linux or anything to set it up and get started. And it works on mobile. If you click on Get Started, this will take you to the Starkbot Cloud. And this is one of the easiest ways to start using this agentic orchestrator, this AI agent software. So you can sign in with X. And what this is going to do is it's going to create a instance for you. Now you can, if you don't see the screen, you can just start a free trial and you'll get to this dashboard. Your instance will be made available. Updates are automatically detected, so you can update to the latest version. And when you're ready, you can just click launch. And this will open up your kind of agentic AI agent interface. You can go over to agent settings and you can change this to a custom endpoint, and you can run it with your own OpenAI or other agent model endpoint. So what this is doing is it's taking this query and it is running it through a loop with the AI model and defining tasks and running tools and skills to complete those tasks. So much more advanced types of overall goals can be completed. Let's see, install the Doppel skill from StarkHub. All right, it's fetching this skill. Once it does that, it is going to allow us to use that skill. Let's make sure it's there. Yes, it is. Okay, great. So now, all right. So now we can say, what can we do with the Doppel skill? All right, so it looks like it's using a tool to read the skill. All right, so we can register an agent, we can join a space, and we can create spaces. Okay. Okay, so Starkbot has some other very cool features. The operating mode, you can select it either partner or rogue. In partner mode, it'll ask you to confirm crypto transactions. So for example, I'm going to show that. So I can say swap 1 USDC to WETH on base. And we should see a swap take place using this USDC balance. And what we'll notice is a transaction confirmation will actually appear, which is going to allow us to make sure that we're doing the right transaction. Okay, we're going to use the connected base wallet. So what's going on is it's identifying the token address from the name USDC. securely. It's constructing an ERC20 allowance swap transaction using ABI and decoding. Okay, and then it's finishing this task. So it's going to go on to the next task. So it's checking the allowance. That's sufficient. So it's going to skip the approval. Now it's going to convert the amount to a raw amount, which it's going to need in a register. It's going to call a swap quote. So now it's getting a swap quote from OX protocol. This is all in the swap skill. If you want to read that, you can come down here and you can read that right here. Okay, so now it's going to do a swap execute. What we should see now, because we're in partner mode, we should see the transaction confirmation dialog appear. Yep, okay, perfect. So now let's broadcast this. Okay, looks like we did swap 1 USDC for wrap ether. Perfect, good job. You'll see this in the crypto transactions page as well. So one of the really nice features is channels. You can set up different channels for Starkbot, so he can reply to users in Discord or send messages in Discord. You can do the same for Telegram and the same for X. There's all sorts of options here. So of course you have to add your API keys in the API keys area, but you also can add more configuration options, such as how often to poll on X, a reply chance, max replies per hour, and your X user ID, so that you can basically ask elevated commands of your bot. So if you tweet at your bot, you can make it do anything you can do in agent chat. If someone else tweets at your bot, they can only use safe mode tools, which is pretty much just like web fetch. Very simplistic tools that don't actually affect any state. There's also a heartbeat. So this heartbeat will run every, in my case, 4 hours. And what it does is it will run tasks on the mind map. So the mind map and the heartbeat are linked. And that's why you can see the heartbeat up here in the mind map. Every time the heartbeat triggers, a random node will fire and execute the query. So for example, it would direct message a random active member on the Discord and give them a compliment, or it would suggest an update to the GitHub and write a journal about it, and then add a new thread in the discussions, in the GitHub discussions. So you can get really creative and add automations so that your Starkbot is able to do these tasks on a regular basis. You can also say pulse once, and it will do that immediately. And you can actually see that he's doing that in the chat sessions. So if you go here, that just created this chat session. So it's simulating essentially as if I were to go into agent chat and make this kind of query. It's a little bit like that, but it's virtual. So in a moment, you should start seeing the agentic loop running on this chat session, as it does on all chat sessions until they're complete. And this will be able to do this. So it's going to suggest an update to the GitHub repo for this software, and it's going to write a journal about it in our journals area, which is right here. And then it is also going to create a new thread on the discussions, and you'll see there's a whole lot of discussions that the bot's been making there from this heartbeat. So these are all from the heartbeat, as you can see. So this is like some of the work and research that Starkbot is doing and publishing to this board. Um, so there's also a memory browser. So Starkbot will save memories from all of the chat sessions that begin or complete. So it can pull from these memories with a memory tool. There's also a Kanban board, so you can add a bunch of tasks here, and then you can tell Starkbot to, either in the mind map or with your queries or with a scheduled cron job, you can tell him to basically do a task on the Kanban board, which could be related to writing software or posting on social media or doing a crypto swap or just like logging some information.